Hey everybody, welcome back to our neck of the woods. So it is Sunday, the 30th of May. Tomorrow will be our official 1-year anniversary since we broke ground. So we'll go ahead and get an update on everything and to see where we stand. And then later in the video, we will show you there is something new in the driveway and Erin's got a surprise for you guys. Okay, so approaching our 1 year since we broke ground tomorrow, Fred has officially finished out the garage. Today we're probably gonna spend a little bit of time in getting some of the dust off of everything. He did a great job cleaning everything up, used the shop vac, cleaned everything that he could. Before we get the paint sprayer out though, I can tell there is some dust on the walls. So we're gonna have to get like a sponge or something or a damp cloth and wipe that off, because if I were to spray that right now with the gun, it's definitely gonna probably try to adhere that drywall dust into the paint, and we don't want that. So we gotta have something, maybe we have a shop vac attachment, like the floor one, that wide brim kinda, and we can just go up and down the walls and actually suck it up that way. That would probably be the best way. And then again, I think we've settled on a paint color, so we're gonna have to decide where we want the two-tone paint. And now that Fred's done, we can also put on the lower PVC trim pieces. So I think what I'm gonna do with that is probably wait, paint the walls, the bottom color halfway up, let's say, put the PVC trim on, that's gonna be white. The edge boards here for the ledge, those will stay white too. So we'll have probably like some sort of gray down low, the same color gray like up to the windows or something, and then we'll do the rest like a off-white or whatever Erin thinks looks best. But at least for those two trim pieces, for the ledge and the lower all the way around, that'll remain white PVC trim. Now, before we get too started in this video, I wanna just go over something with you guys real quick. I always do it at the end of the video, but I wanna do it at the beginning this time. If you guys enjoy the videos, if you learn anything, if you liked any one of our products, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Right now, the YouTube algorithm is very keen on that thumbs up. We get great comments and interactions with you guys. All of our videos pretty much seem to hit as many views as subscribers we have, so it's almost like 100% of you guys who are subscribed are watching the videos, even though it's not an exact apples to apples comparison. But the more you hit the like button, the more our videos get out for other people to see. And I get comments every day that say, people, we just found you, we love the videos, they look great. But the more you hit that thumbs up button, that'll get us out to more people so that other people can watch us and they can learn about this stuff. Because you guys know I'm all about sharing the wealth and buying local and keeping businesses going. So for example, you guys hit that thumbs up button more and it's a video about the Gemstone, well then Gemstone gets hit up for more people wanting to buy their product, and everyone seems to always ask about the rubber wall. So if you guys like rubber wall videos, hit the thumbs up, and that then gives them more business because you guys are going to them to buy the product. So we're just spreading the love here. So again, any video that you liked, if you learned anything, hit that thumbs up button, get us out to more people, and we can spread the love and share the products and keep this going for everybody. Now, onto the inside of the house. After we clean up here in the garage today, I just placed an order and got them in. We got more spray foam. This time I ended up going with DuPont instead of that, I think, Great Stuff Fire Block. This is DuPont's Fire Block. I think it's getting a little limited to buy this stuff. When you buy it in the store, it's almost $12 or $13 a can, which is too expensive. And on Amazon, they haven't had a bundle pack in a long time. So I think they're either out or people's been buying them. But the DuPont is a little bit more expensive, but they come in 30-ounce cans instead of like 20-ounce. So while a pack of 12 may be more expensive, I think this is actually cheaper because these cans are freaking huge. So what I want to spend today also on is, now that we got all our air channels in and we got all of our bird blocks in, we're going to go ahead and seal the entire perimeter up. So Now, birds, and apparently the locusts are coming. So Erin was freaking out. She's like, oh my God, we're gonna have 1 trillion locusts in the house. It's gonna be so disgusting. I don't wanna deal with that. So that's why I hurried up and got the air channels and the bird blocks in. And now if I go up there and seal them, they really can't come inside except for the basement windows. And I'm waiting on a day this week that hopefully my dad can come out here and help me install these guys right here. And once those are in, we'll pretty much be 100% sealed. Obviously we still got the tarps up, but I don't think birds and locusts are really gonna be able to push around there too easily to get behind there and come in. But I don't know, it's crazy what birds and bugs will do, so we'll see. But the sooner the better, at least on these basement windows, because that'll seal this down here. The only problem is I missed a bird's nest. So I don't know if you just saw them, but a bird just flew out and the babies have already hatched. So Mama was just sitting on it and she flew out. But I found at least 10 birds' nests in the house. And unfortunately, that is one that I missed, and I didn't think they would actually come down here and actually be able to lay a nest on such a small area on those I-joists. Well, now I gotta wait because there's 2 babies in that nest, so probably can't install the windows right away. Or if we do get them installed, we'll have to leave it cracked open so Mom can still fly in and out. It's not a robin, I don't know what it is, but it's an all brown bird, so is what it is. But at least I got the robins out of here from their 20 nests that they laid before they started getting any eggs or live babies, so we're good there. And then continuing the updates, I started with the electric. So show you where I'm at now. With that, I was up till 2 a.m. last night doing it. So didn't get it on camera, and really it's just kind of boring to do it. But with the electric, we have got the kitchen pretty much done. So again, guys, I'm not an electrician. I don't know if I'm doing everything 100% correct. I usually try and go above and beyond code so I don't get yelled at. Yes, that costs more money and more time, but it is what it is. So my thought process here, for example, you're only supposed to put 2 wires, I think, in any channel, or when you put a hole through like a 2x4 or through a floor joist. So 1/2 inch hole, 2 wires, trying to stick with that. So for example, coming down into that channel right there, the up and down one, there's only 2 wires in there. And this wire right here on top, that is a single wire. There is nothing else going to it. It is a GCFI outlet with an arc fault breaker per code, and that right there is the refrigerator. So if the refrigerator blows up, someone puts a pop in the freezer and the can explodes and water goes everywhere or whatever, when you're pulling the refrigerator out, you're GCFI protected and you're not gonna hurt yourself by standing in water and unplugging something. Did the refrigerator have to be on its own circuit? I don't know, but I did it because my father-in-law and I thought together that, yeah, let's go ahead and put the refrigerator on its own. Let's go ahead and put the washing machine on its own. Let's go ahead and put the dishwasher on its own, and I don't know if I will tie the garbage disposal into its own also, but at least some big, heavy, watery type stuff are on their own. So again, am I right or wrong? I don't know. Then the second run we've got here, obviously first outlet, GCFI protected. That runs over to where the range is gonna be, and yes, that is just a 120 volt outlet. Our range is going to be gas, not electric, so it's only 120 volt. That is only to power the light bulb in the oven and probably the clock on the stove, so no big power there. But again, I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble for that, because am I supposed to build a house for future people where someone may wanna put an electric range there one day? I think that's bullcrap if I do, but we'll see what the inspector says. And then we run over to this outlet. So these 2 outlets right here are going to be like countertop height. So that will be like a cabinet right here, then going down to a countertop, then going to the range, then going to another countertop, and then the refrigerator. So these guys are equal to each other. And then we ran another line over into here because I don't know what Erin wants to do with the microwave yet, if we're gonna install it in the kitchen island or if we're gonna put it in the pantry. So that could be for the microwave. And then one more over here. This will be another countertop cabinet with an upper cabinet above. So if you wanna plug your phone in here when you come in from the day and set your keys down and everything right here, you'll have an outlet for that too. And then I've not decided on how we're gonna do the laundry room yet. Obviously the dryer, we don't have gas, so unfortunately I am installing a 30 amp dual pole breaker with that 10-2 wire. That will power the dryer, and then we'll have a GCFI outlet for the washing machine. But then do I kick off of here and put another outlet in the laundry room somewhere? I could put one on this wall here that's not built. I could come back underneath of the floor and put one on this wall here, and then we could jump over into the mud room and feed that one, and then we can jump over maybe into this kind of living room area where we'll probably put one down here on this wall, down on the ground. So that would only feed, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 outlets. But should I tie that in from the laundry room, or does the laundry room need to be on its own circuit where nothing else can go on it? So it would be a single outlet for the washing machine and nothing else, which means then the mud room and this outside living room and the living rooms over there, they would have to be on their own circuit. And the reason why that is because I finished up wiring my first huge run over here. This is a 20 amp circuit. Like I said before, all of the outlets are gonna be on 20 amp, but you're only allowed, I think, 10 outlets max. So if you average 1.5 amps per outlet times 10, they don't want you overloading a 20 amp circuit. So I don't know if that is code or rule of thumb, but again, I've got 10 outlets now on this that I'm gonna call the office and the fireplace, or the office and the mantle, how I'll label it down in the breaker. But we've got an outlet coming into the office. That jumps over to feed the living room going that way. We've got another one in the office per code, as you have to have one on every wall. So like one right there. Then again, we kick back out and go back out to the living room for this wall. And then 2 up on each side where the bookshelves are gonna go. So the reason why I'm not worried about having 10 outlet max on one circuit is because, for example, those 2 outlets right there are never gonna get used. They're only there for code. You may plug your sweeper into it, or that one over there facing the living room, you may plug a sweeper in. Same goes for the one down there on that wall. It'd be a sweeper only. The only thing that's gonna be on here that's ever powered is this wall outside wall right here that hasn't gotten built yet. This is going to be the TV, and the one down there is gonna be for the gas fireplace, and that's gonna be 1.5 amps max, I think. And that's only for like lights inside of the fireplace because it's not gonna be electric, so that can be tied into this. And then again, the bookshelves, they're only gonna see like Christmas lights or little figurine Christmas houses if Erin like displays that on the mantle and stuff. So very low power, but 10 outlet max on this office / mantle area. And then the only other one I got to is I'm going to do the master bedroom and the office, and that's gonna have 10 outlets also. I've got the first one pulled right there. I just need to now go over, which we have to have one under that window. I'm gonna change that one out in the middle and go ahead and put one kind of on each side of the bed, which my father-in-law thought was a better idea. That way, when our bed headboard goes up against this wall, obviously that's gonna be very hard to get to plug to. And we really don't want our phone chargers and stuff at night reaching over to that outlet from our nightstand, or that one reaching over from a nightstand. So hopefully those are easy to take out, and I can put it over there, put another one over there, and then we've got that wall, that wall, that wall down there. Now this one's gonna be a little bit tricky, but again, I don't think we're gonna have major power source. The bedroom and the office are gonna have 10 outlets also, but that guy down there is going to power an electric fireplace where we've got this beautiful TV stand that's gonna go right there. Hopefully, again, nothing else in the bedroom is drawing major power, or I'd probably want to put an electric fireplace on its own circuit, but it worked fine at our old house. So again, there's nothing really in the bedroom that you're going to be doing at the same time. I doubt we're going to have the electric fireplace on and like sweeping in here at the same time. That will just be kind of a nighttime ambiance type thing, and you're not going to be sweeping at nighttime. But again, it never popped the breaker at the other house, so I think we should be fine. And then up there, of course, we've got the TV, and then we've got the cable box. So again, should be okay over there. And then we're only doing 2 outlets in the master closet, one under the window, and then one that I have to drill through the whole floor right there. And we're gonna put an island in the master closet, and this island is gonna have a granite countertop, and it'll probably be short this way but long this way, and that's going to be our ironing board. So we'll have a nice thing to plug into an outlet on the island instead of having to plug in across where you can trip over a cord. And then right here you can have an ironing board on your granite island, and that'll be perfect there. And again, that is 10 outlets also. And then the only thing I have to do is wire up today or get going is the bathroom here and the bathroom over there. But again, I still got to finish the walls. So we're going to get started on all that today, but that's the progress that we're at right now. So stay tuned and let's start sealing some air channels from locusts and more birds. All right, not bad. I only used 4 cans for that entire wall there. And then I used the 5th can to go from the outside gable wall down to the top of the top plate all the way over there to the edge. So we've got 7 cans left. We should definitely be able to go down that way and continue along that gable end wall for the garage. And then again, on the outside of the garage, I'll probably end up using like an actual like sealant to close it in a little bit better. Because the spray foam's not 100%. I wish spray foams expanded more. Most of them seem to not very expand much. They all seem to be more like window and door with very minimal. And you can just see sometimes there's pinholes. Granted, this still needs hours to cure, so you might get a little bit more than what I'm seeing as I'm doing that. But as for the price, these seems to be okay. Again, these are 30-ounce cans. The other cans that I was using from Great Stuff, those were only 24 ounces. And if you just do the math from inside of the store to what these are right now, the Great Stuff 24-ounce cans were like 52 cents an ounce. And this stuff's only 44 cents an ounce. So we're doing a lot more coverage for cheaper, so that's awesome. Okay, so all done with that for today. We were on can number 11 out of 12. So again, not bad, 160 bucks to completely do all of that. And if I were to pay for that in spray foam or something, that would have cost way more than that. And to answer somebody's question the other day, they asked, what are we gonna do for the ceiling? I'm still not 100% sure, but I'm about 90% sure we're just gonna go ahead and do blown in cellulose everywhere. So we're still gonna go ahead and add in all of the support 2x or 1x3s here for the ceiling. So that way the drywall has a little bit more secured location and foundation. And that way when I just start dumping in and blowing in just feet of blown-in cellulose, I'm not pushing down on that drywall. It's a little bit more firm, and it's not really hindering any wires or anything moving up in there. And I think it's just gonna be a little bit better of a setup, but it's also gonna be extremely affordable versus rock wool plus the blown in or strictly spray foam, etc. So unfortunately, as of right now, unless I hit the lottery, it looks like it's just gonna be a million bags of blown-in cellulose everywhere. And now that Erin is home, let's go ahead and see her new surprise or her new toy. So I'd probably be having Erin do this, but she's got a pretty big head cold right now. She's all stuffy, so she'll let me do it. But Erin's lease was coming to an end on that GMC Terrain, and that was a 2019 SLE with the blackout package. So cool looking car, but Erin was just never in love with it. We got it at the time to save on gas and stuff and to save a little bit of money. And it was the 1.5 liter turbo 4-cylinder, and the thing was garbage. First off, for only a 1.5 liter to get only like 24 miles a gallon, that's terrible. If you watch old episodes of Top Gear UK, they had episodes where they went like 850 miles all the way across England on one tank of gas. And I think Jeremy ended up winning with a twin turbo diesel Jaguar 4-door luxury sedan. That's insane. We're talking 40, 50, 60 miles per gallon 10 years ago. And here in America, we can't even get cars that break 30. It's just ridiculous, especially for such a tiny motor. And she hated it. I looked it up before we got this one, and it was 170 horsepower. So to have 170 horsepower in a vehicle that probably weighed 3,500 plus pounds, its 0 to 60 was probably like 20 seconds, and she thought she was gonna die every time she drove it. She complained at least once a month. I tried to pull out on the traffic, I tried to get onto the highway, and it just has no power. I'm going to die. The thing's just terrible. So we finally upgraded to something that gas mileage is a little bit worse, but not far off from what she had before, which was my Jeep Commander with a 5.7 Hemi in it. We got rid of that because it was getting older and too many miles. I didn't want to replace an engine or transmission or something. But we picked this guy up this weekend, and it is a new 2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee with, I think they all come with the same motor. The base motor is a 3.6 liter V6, and it has 291 horsepower. So quite a step up from what she had before. And this is actually the base model. It fit within our budget, and Erin's lease, just like my lease and everything that I've gone through, worked out perfectly. She got thousands of dollars equity by trading it in. We didn't turn it back into GMC. We just traded it in on this. So she had thousands to put down on this guy to get the payment cheaper. And she's actually getting a huge rebate just like me. So for the first time, Erin actually got lucky with a car, and she's actually putting cash in her pocket, which is freaking awesome. So again, this being the base model, we did want one model up, and it had like a blackout package on it. So it had like 20-inch black wheels. These were color matched. It didn't have any of the chrome throughout here. Didn't have chrome badging. It was all blacked out, but the only way to get into that model was to pay $7,000 more. And there was a whole bunch of other stuff on it, like navigation that, let's face it, you don't need it in this day and age. This guy already has Apple CarPlay. So as soon as you plug your iPhone in, your navigation pops up on the big LCD screen. So what do you need navigation for? And there was a few other things, but again, these things come basically fully loaded. It's called a Laredo E. It's 4x4 already. The only thing that Erin and I are going to do, just like on the truck, we are going to swap this out for the black one. Probably take the Laredo off May take the 4x4 off, or again, just get a black one. She is looking for that upgraded model's black wheels, because these are only 18s. They don't look that great, but she wants to look for those black 20s. May take that off, may leave it, or may replace it, since the Grand and the Cherokee and the inside is already blacked out. And then we are looking at blacking out the 7 rectangles here, replacing the chrome Jeep. And then I think I'm gonna have my buddy Jesse tint the windows, see if he can pop these out and vinyl wrap them, and to see if he can also vinyl wrap all of the chrome on here. So that way we're basically, like my truck, turning it into the night black package. So far she loves it. Like I said, hell of a lot more horsepower than what the other one has. The only thing, again, it is the base model, so there's actually not heated seats. That's one thing that she complained about. But with having a very soft cloth, just like my truck that doesn't have heated seats, if you're not sitting on cold leather, you don't have as much transfer. And by the time the seats heat up, the car's already probably warmed up anyway, so it's not gonna be as bad. But yeah, there it is. Erin's new toy. She gets to have something fun and can still haul her horse saddle around and everything, but it's also better looking, more comfortable, I think a little bit more luxurious, a step up, and a lot more power. Okay, so back inside, we've got a freaking robin stuck up in there. I don't know how she got in. I've been in here all day doing the spray foaming and I never heard her, but I stepped out to have dinner and now there's a robin stuck up into the rafters. Obviously there's plenty of room to drop down in the stairwell and go out one of the windows, or if she wanted to, I guess she could crawl under the back where that 2x4 is not exactly touching the ground there, but I don't know. I don't see any nests up there. So she's either looking for it or whatnot, but oh my God, stupid animals. But anyway, just got done wiring up our dryer. Obviously it's on a 10-2 wire. Outlet's pretty simple. Directions are pretty simple. The bottom is the ground. The top screw that's silver is the neutral. And then you've got a gold over here and a gold over here for your black and your red. So we'll go downstairs in the basement, tidy all that up, pop the cover on, and technically Erin could do laundry now that she could go get the clothes wet, come back here and dry them. If not, maybe when we hook up this guy right here, if we brought over our washer and dryer from storage, I don't know. I wonder if I could like suspend a bucket above here so that water could feed down into the washing machine. And then the discharge pipe, we could just put it in like a 5-gallon bucket to discharge the soap over the side into a bucket. But some sort of hack job that would allow us to do laundry here for the first time in 3 years. That would be kind of funny. But again, let's pop the cover on, let's go down the basement, and let's finish this one up. How many of you electricians out there, when you tighten your stuff up, you always run them straight up and down, even with each other? So that way they all look nice and uniform and the same. All right, back down in the basement at the panel. So I'm trying to make everything look nice and pretty. So as you can see, all my wires are nice and straight and turns and everything's nice and split. We can still bring everything down here in the middle. And I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more knockouts on this side. And then I've got, I think, 5 more on that side that we can go that way when we start doing stuff like that, when we're actually going through the floorboards or through the joists when we have to get over to that side of the house. All right, everybody, I am wrapping today up here and this video. It is 2 in the morning again, got a lot done, and it was Memorial Day, so happy Memorial Day to everybody, to all the veterans who fought for us, who fought for everybody. Every country that we live in around the world has had veterans that have sacrificed a lot. So thank you for your sacrifice. Again, happy Memorial Day. I know it's an American holiday, but happy Memorial Day to everybody. And now that it's after midnight, today is officially our 1-year anniversary for the first video that we ever posted. So I feel like we've gotten a long way. Soon we'll have electric everywhere and all of our lights will be done. We can start getting some drywall up once the county gives us kind of like a preliminary electric inspection. Because if I could start putting some of the drywall up and then have them come back out, because like we don't have an island right here that they're going to have to approve for electric for, again, garbage disposal, dishwasher, probably going to be on their own circuits. There may be a second refrigerator or a wine cooler in here. And then regular outlets. So that's at least 5 boxes that I've got saved just for the island alone. So they'll have to approve that on another date. And then I don't want to put up too much drywall because we still have to obviously do plumbing and stuff. But hopefully in the next video coming up, we'll be able to finish off the half bath walls so I can get the fan and outlet in. There's going to be an outlet on this outside wall and an outlet for a light switch on this outside wall. And then we've got obviously a bathroom outlet over there. But real quick, the end of this day, was able to get Erin's wants and wishes in. This dimmer light right here is going to be for the kitchen island sconces, so they can be adjusted to where you want to, so they're not so bright. I've got 2 more gimbals up in the ceiling, and that is also on a dimmer. That is going to be just accenting and lighting up the fireplace there. Right now they're extremely dim, but as you can see, you can chuck them up quite a bit. And those lights there, I've decided to go with the 3000, and I turned down the entrance to 3000 too. So basically the lights when you walk into the house, I'll try to keep those around 3000. So back door, front door, the island pendant lights that hang down, and then these lights over here. We'll try to keep those around 3000. But when you're actually trying to do work and do stuff and get stuff done, like in the office, I'm gonna leave that at 4000. All of these kitchen lights, when they're on, that's gonna be at 4000 because you're probably gonna be like cooking and doing stuff and you want some light. 4000 looks pretty good in the pantry. So again, you're kind of sorting stuff, seeing stuff. It just makes it a little bit easier. And then laundry room, same thing, 4000 because you're going to be doing work. The mud room though, I can actually probably kick that down to 3000 because the mud room's just, again, kind of like an entranceway light. There's not much that you're going to be doing. So probably change that down a little bit. But again, I think Erin, or not again, but I think Erin is right. Some of these dimmers are going to be cool. And again, when you're watching TV, you can have whatever's going to go up above the fireplace or the TV itself. You have just a little bit of light that will light up all of the stone up and down there. So that was a good idea on that one. And then last, I just got all 10 outlets done. So everything in the office, that single guy on the outside, and all of the mantle, that is all powered up and ready to go. Tomorrow or later this week, we'll do the 10 in the master bedroom and the closet. And then again, we'll get working on the bathroom. And I don't know how much more we need to do besides the half bath. I think there's at least 2 in the basement I need to do. We got to get the sump pump on its own GFCI or ground fault circuit. We need a light above the panel in the utility room. That's gonna obviously be needed. And then other than that, again, I hope the county may just approve us on a little bit of that pre-inspection so we can at least start putting up some walls, putting some drywall up and stuff like that. But yeah, so again, that's what I got done today. We also got the cars washed. We got our water filled back up. So it was a pretty busy Memorial Day, but we got a lot done. So again, I will see you guys on the next one. As always, like, subscribe. If you enjoyed anything, if you need to comment, go ahead. If you need to hit us up, like people have been doing, hit us up on NeckofTheWoods 2020 on Instagram, and we will see you guys all later. Take care.